Good morning from the U.S. Custom Harvester Convention in Des Moines, Iowa. I want to do a short little walk around video on the FH990D high flow fuel hauler trailer. Not everybody's familiar with the high flow configuration. The FH990 series is one of our very best selling fuel trailers, and the high flow version is the top of the line, highest capacity diesel pumping system we offer. The high flow fuel hauler option would be the best appropriate for customers that potentially and do pump the whole trailer out every day, sometimes two times a day, and we have customers that will fill a whole fleet of equipment and pump the trailer out 3 times a day. So that's a lot of gallonage, and time is money. So the high flow, heart and soul of the high flow fuel trailer, is the pumping system on the diesel fuel. And so there's a few unique properties and configurations involved with the high flow. The high flow pumping system still uses the Kohler gas 7 horsepower electric start engine. It uses the same cast iron impeller diesel pump hooked to the engine, but the output of the pump is with a larger hose. The larger flow from the larger hose goes to a double filter head, which splits that high flow so that the filters can carry the flow. Then it goes over to a very large capacity 50-foot hose reel. So the high flow pumping system has a capacity of 40 to 55 gallons per minute pumping, and that gallonage variation is dependent on temperature and height of pumping. Ground level tanks, you can easily achieve 55 gallons per minute in non-freezing temperatures. Pumping up to high harvesters up 12 feet off the ground or more, it does cut the flow back some, but this pumping system is a beast. It is amazing what it can pump. And this unit is equipped with the 7 gallon per minute DEF pumping system, which has 100 in this case it has an 80 gallon stainless steel DEF tank. And the reason it's 80 gallons, not 100, is this DEF reel is larger and it takes up much more floor space. And so we run out of space to keep everything very orderly. We run out of space to put a 100 gallon DEF tank in this unit. So we put an 80 gallon. And the 80 gallon is the same height and length as a 100 gallon. It's just a few inches narrower so that we can accommodate this large diameter hose reel in the floor footprint of our enclosure. This trailer is also equipped with the optional aluminum diamond plate gravel guards that comes on the front fender, and the part of that aluminum diamond plate gravel guard is also the gravel protection on the front face of the enclosure. This trailer is also equipped with optional aluminum wheels, and the customer did elect to get aluminum matching spare with the bolt-on spare tire carrier. The spare tire carrier is an option, as is the spare tire, on all our fuel trailers, and that mounting bracket is on for the spare tire carrier is on every XLD or D series fuel trailer, with the exception of the economy series 545 and 985 FH990D fuel trailers. This trailer is also equipped with the 12-volt electric jack option, which is very handy for raising and lowering quickly, for hooking up and hooking up and detaching from the truck that's towing it. As always, we have an adjustable height hitch arrangement, and it comes standard with a 2 5/16 ball coupler. You can get the pintle ring option that's there on the floor that you see, and you can also get a clevis hitch option. This trailer is also equipped with the aluminum diamond plate battery box with the solar panel. And this is a nice feature when you have times when the trailer is sitting for weeks and months at a time, not being used, not pumping diesel. This solar panel, if outside, will keep that battery maintained. And there is a slight more need for electricity with the 12-volt jack. So it's just a nice added protection to always make sure that when this trailer goes into frontline duty, that there's always 12 volts ready to start the engine and to power the electric jack and to power the DEF pump. During 2024, we've changed the standard color on the fuel trailers to a black trailer with silver tank and enclosure, and that carries forward. This is a look of the color scheme that is the standard color scheme on all our fuel trailers, just like on the 545D. And new for 2026 is we're fitting every fuel trailer with an aluminum guard for the diesel tank float gauge. Makes the float gauge assembly and the indicator vial much more protected, so that the plastic glass vial with the plastic nut that we used to have doesn't fall victim to, of road vibration, loosening, and an occasional swipe of the hand or a small limb. This will protect that indicator for years to come, and that is now a standard feature on all fuel trailers. That aluminum float gauge indicator guard for the diesel tank. On the left side of the trailer, or excuse me, right side of the trailer, is the DEF tank. And then again, as a recap, for high flow pumping systems, the DEF tank is either a 50-gallon, you can specify a 50-gallon, or for the DEF, or an 80. 80 is the maximum that we can put in this enclosure application and keep our footprint all nice and orderly and super user friendly. Also, this DEF tank, we have an option to paint the stainless steel DEF tank to match the rest of the trailer, and this customer elected for that. This fuel trailer here is going to a farm near Rochester, Indiana, after the conclusion of this U.S. Custom Harvesters Convention. But very nice, clean, matching color combination when the customers elect to have the DEF tank painted the rest of the trailer. As a reminder or refresher of a product feature, all of our diesel tanks and all of our DEF tanks are mounted to the trailer on a flat support or flat plate area, and they're bolted down with 4 corner mountings, and they're all protected, and the tanks are protected by a tension spring that gives it additional protection for twists and movement that occur with trailers going in and out of fields, up and over obstacles. So with the dual lift fuel trailers, we have a very active, robust slipper spring, leaf spring with equalizer suspension system, 2 7K electric brake axles. So the trailer and the tank and components are protected 3 ways against obstacles. You have a very proven slipper spring and equalizer suspension system, a very robust trailer that is still flexible to give some flex to uneven, severe obstacles. And the third item then is all the tanks are protected with flat supports with compression spring mounting that protect and give the whole mounting system a little bit more forgiveness when the trailers are put into severe adverse twisting and uneven field and road conditions. As I move rearward, this trailer is also equipped with the optional rear hitch. This rear hitch feature is available on all the 500, 750, and 990D model trailers as an option. And the whole purpose of it is farmers and custom harvesters are doing more work farther and farther from their base areas, and sometimes they get empty header trailers or a single axle air compressor spread out over a 1 or 2 county area, and they're out of people and vehicles to pull empty trailers back to their staging area. So custom harvesters like the rear hitch on their fuel trailers so that they can pull, like I said, an empty header trailer a few miles or across county, or many of the harvesters have a large gas or diesel powered air compressor on a small single axle trailer that they like to pull behind this. So that's what the purpose of it is. One additional item is this customer chose the upgraded fuel cap, pressure vent fuel cap option, which is our pressure vent fuel caps, but they come from the manufacturer with a hasp that you can put a padlock here, or from when they're factory installed, we put this quick pin here to keep the hasp from rattling and from bouncing open. Very secure way of protecting the cap, minimizing the road vibration that the cap experiences, and gives you one more opportunity of theft protection with putting a padlock there. All of our diesel fuel tanks are made by Dual Lift, and they're identified with their own unique tank serial number and data manufacturer. So that is a walk around and a product briefing on the FH990 high flow, FH990D high flow fuel trailer. Thanks for watching this video and your business with Dual Lift Manufacturing.